So
Yeah.
one name you mentioned, who again, this is a little out of the time I had planned, but you mentioned Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce has been a channel favorite. He's somebody who I saw. We probably have a dozen videos on him of different people talking to him. He's just someone everybody loves to talk about. Could you talk about Adam Pearce a little bit in your relationship with him?
So Adam Pearce is almost solely responsible for the Dark City Fight Club success in Ring of Honor.
Wow.
Uh, we were working for the Indies and we were traveling around here and there, and we knew we were a good team. We were still a relatively new team. We'd been teaming for a little over a year by the time we hit Ring of Honor. And we were just looking for an opportunity. And, independence, it's hard with tag teams in the South sometimes, especially at that time. And we go to Ring of Honor, and our tryout match was this team you may have heard of called Stenerico, Kevin Steen and El Generico.
Who'd they
And
ever beat? Where'd they ever go?
yeah, exactly right there. I think they're just local guys, and I think they're still working somewhere. But that was our first match, and we went out there and I tore it down. I mean, it was their introduction to us, and we didn't wrestle like we were trying out. We wrestled like we had a job. We wrestled like we belonged. We wrestled like pro wrestlers. But anyway, we get through that, and the next night it was myself and Corey and one of my mentors, Frank Chiazzo, who has actually just recently passed. But it was us versus Brent Albright, Eric Stevens, and Roderick Strong. And we get through that match and we get a great reaction, and we get to the back and Pearce grabs us. He's like, "Hey, you guys got jobs. I don't know the details yet, but you have jobs." And that's
That's
exactly what
cool.
he told us. That was the second day that I knew him.
Wow.
And so he got us up there, and then they started bringing us in, and then he kind of looked over our deal as far as what was being offered to us. And him and Austin Aries actually were not happy with the way they were structured. So they restructured them unbeknownst to us, for us, and got us more money and better accommodations on the back end. And but Adam Pearce is one of the he's a journeyman. Like, he's done everything, and he's wrestled everybody, and he knows everybody, and nobody really has a bad thing to say about him. He like I said, he looked out for me before he even really knew me. He knew what kind of wrestler I was, and he knew like I was one of the boys, but he did that for me just because he cares that much about the business and that the boys being happy and getting what they deserved, even just starting out there.